This time.
It's time. I'm ready.
What time is it?
It's time to clap some cheeks on them.
Whose cheeks are we clapping?
Oh my gosh, I keep dropping my bubbler. It's so sad. Alright. Don't worry about it. Just close your eyes and, spread them.
Close your eyes, count to 10.
Yep. It'll be over before you know it. But anyway, I am the one and only Father B. Your turn.
Is it my turn? Or am I 6'1"?
Okay. That didn't even make sense completely.
Yeah, I know. That didn't make sense, but
good job. I'm proud of you. We're making it work. We make it work here.
I don't.
This is the Young Talk podcast, and we're gonna do this
today.
We got some crazy shit today. We have some. I don't know. We're really gonna see what happens. I'm excited for some of the things we talked about. Last week we talked about birds. We talked about how birds didn't exist, and I literally just uploaded that today. So if you haven't seen that episode, go check that out. And by today, I obviously mean what's crazy? This is actually time travel, because by the time you see this episode would have already been out, but the other episode would have already been out, and then the episode I'm referring to had already been out. You see, so it's like it just keeps going back, and really, all you can do is watch the episodes to stay up to date. So check out our last episode and find out why birds aren't real. Because you really don't know. You really don't know. We're going to talk about some crazy shit tonight, though. Some crazier shit. Maybe.
Hooray.
Maybe. But before we get into the theories, let's catch up for a second. Because it's been a while, right? Where we've talked a lot about theories and shit. Let's get back to reality for a moment. How have you been?
First of all, I'm staring at a hollow earth, but
don't worry about what's on my other screen. That's for later.
Anyways, what'd you say? How have I been?
Yeah.
I've been around.
You've been around.
Yes, I've been fine.
Well, excellent.
The semester of school's almost done.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're in finals now, right?
Yep.
And I was just telling people this, I really can't wait till we're I'm not even in the same space as everyone anymore, and I can feel everybody's anxiousness to just be done with the semester. It's
especially since it's all virtual.
Yeah, this is so draining to do. And
you would think you have a lot more energy while at home, but
no,
you
really don't. I miss having I didn't even think of it, but it's a luxury to be able to walk from your damn dorm to your class. Oh my god.
Pretty much.
And how many people would complain about where they'd be roomed? Oh my geez, at this point I don't care anymore. I'll just let me walk around. I just want to walk. And it's
go out, see things, see people.
Fuck the people sometimes. Just see air. Get fresh air. It's ridiculous.
Get rejected by your crush for the 5th time.
I mean, I'm saying I'd rather at this point. Shit's wild, but apparently there's a vaccine that's making headway, right? So it's only a matter of time. But I don't know about you. I've been getting emails from the school almost every week about a damn positive case from the campus.
There's one I know. There's a new one every week.
That's hella funny.
What I want to know is who's on campus.
That's what I'm saying. And I can only imagine. Go ahead.
Like, who's on campus and
Yeah.
they keep like, there's always someone catch you.
I mean, it's like I can only imagine there's like student workers there because I know that the school is crazy enough to try and get students to stay there to work. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like, whether it's students or just like regular staff members there, I'm like, go home. Like, let the school die. You know, it's done. CSUMB is done. We tried to, this is it's like war is happening, and we're just CSUMB Fort CSUMB is done. Like we've been overrun. Take us down. It's okay. Put up the white flag. You know, it's just it's too much. It's
They're
really too
losing
much.
they're losing the COVID-19 war.
I'm saying, and we ain't even that big of a campus, so it's like there shouldn't even be that many people on campus for that to even be happening. It's like
I'm just wondering how the dorming is even working for those who actually stayed on campus.
I don't know. I don't know, but at this point, people probably got themselves in hazmat suits over there. Like it's ridiculous. Shit. If I if I was in such a high paying job and I was still in college somehow, I'd be staying in the little hotel that's not too far from campus. To be honest, like I feel like that'd be pretty cool. It looked so nice. It always looked so cool. It had like a little fire pit, right? I think. Like I always wanted to try it out. I was like, I gotta try that place out, but nope, I guess not. So, dreams dead. That's cool. But we're almost through finals, right? 2 more weeks. We got this week and next week, and then most
The
people
week
don't want.
after,
I don't think we have the week after. I really don't. Anyone that
I'm
really
pretty
pushes
sure
it.
I do. I'm pretty sure I do.
My teacher mentioned it today, but he was like, "That's only if you really need it, at least for his class." And I'm like, I'm really not trying to. Next week is trying to be my last one, so I can breathe and I can sleep. You know, like, that shit is ridiculous. Shout out to whoever who is still in college and hasn't dropped out yet. You'll make it.
That's what
You'll
I'm
make it.
saying.
Rest in peace if you're not going to graduate soon. Like if you're not, yeah, if you're just not gonna graduate soon, and by soon I mean this year, next semester, or the semester after. God bless. You know, or because you still got some ways to go. If you're not
I have a
close to
friend who
graduation.
actually graduated recently. All I'm thinking is like, yeah, she was lucky.
Hmm. Like get out while you can. Like this is the front lines. Believe it or not, Zoom is the front lines. Ironically,
Discord is the. Actually, I don't know what Discord would be.
the what?
That I don't know what Discord would be. If I don't know if it'd be the opponents or reinforcements, but it's whatever.
Ah, well, either way, fuck college and education. It's all useless now. Um, I'm trying to think about what do we want to talk about next. Not that. So we do. Okay, so since we'll talk about these things first because these two things are um more random than these two things. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is we're gonna look at some videos, and because I gotten feedback, I forgot to tell you this, but I've been getting feedback from people that actually watch the podcast and such. And they like when we react to stuff and watch odd things. So we'll do that more, you know. Um, I have no problem with that. We can find shit
I like
like
watching
this.
stuff.
Yeah, like it will never be something super long unless I've already vetted it and like it's super long is a good thing or is kind of no workaround. But like 4 minute videos and shit we can look at and kind of talk about. So this will be that part, the we watch shit video part, and talk about it. So the real reason McDonald's got rid of Ronald McDonald, I didn't even know.
Let's see if this is the real reason first.
This came out so recent too, April 24th. Like so, you already know This is what, right in the middle of COVID? Bold move. Bold move.
McDonald's has certainly changed quite a bit since its humble California beginnings in the 1950s, and a great deal of that change has happened just in the
There's
last
that
decade or
clown.
so. They've removed many of their playgrounds, spent $6 billion on making their restaurants more high-tech and sleeker looking, and done everything under the sun to create a menu that appeals to fast, casual-loving
Stop making it
millennials.
look like
One of the
fun.
more nostalgic
No, that's not. I was gonna say that is true. They did. I don't know when that happened, but they really did change all of the McDonald's like overnight. I feel like at first I thought I walked into like I was probably out of. I was not in Oakland, so I just thought this is just how they looked in other places, you know. But then it's like now it's just always
Then
like
it
that.
happened over. Then it happened there.
Yeah, I was like, well, shit.
I remember there's this one McDonald's near me that had the old look for the longest time with the playground and everything. But then like recently they modernized it, got rid of the playground.
I'm sorry. I'm
Like
texting. Sorry. Go ahead. Say
like
that again one more time.
like there's this one McDonald's near me that had like the older look for the longest time.
Ah,
And it was only up till recent, like with the playground and stuff.
yeah.
It was only up until recently where they modernized it.
Well, let's see why. I'm guessing. Well, I mean, I'm glad they did. I guess it kind of looks better now, but
Makes it more appealing, but
yeah, I miss the old ways.
I know.
sun to create a menu that appeals to fast, casual-loving millennials. One of the more nostalgic aspects of McDonald's that's faded away has
Bunch
been the
of
burger chain's
millennials. I'm
long-standing
kidding.
clown mascot, Ronald McDonald. The absence of Ronald McDonald is bound
Huh?
to split people into two groups.
Oh,
There are those
Two
who will view
groups.
Ronald's firing from the McDonald's of today as yet another piece of their childhood gone forever.
okay.
On the
You're the
opposite side of the
90s
coin are
siege.
those with more of a good riddance attitude about it.
Really?
So why, after so many years of promoting
Ronald-
Happy Meals,
Ronald
did the
McDonald.
Golden Arches finally pull
He was
Ronald
just trying to
McDonald from its
advertise
promotions?
diabetes.
Despite the friendly and fun
Wait, what?
All he wanted to do was advertise diabetes. I mean, Happy Meal toys.
You're right. You're right.
Anyways,
You're right.
and good nature of Ronald McDonald, 2016 brought some bad press to clowns everywhere that not even the almighty machine of McDonald's wanted to try and fix. Perhaps you remember back in 2016 when there was a rash of really spooky clown sightings across the United States?
okay, I highly doubt that was the main factor.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm still texting this message. I like this picture.
Put the phone away.
I just got. It's a really long. It's not a really long sentence, but it's a lot of words. Relax.
So-
I'm almost
But
done.
why, after so many years of promoting Happy Meals, did the Golden Arches finally pull Ronald McDonald from its promotions? Despite the friendly and fun good nature of Ronald McDonald, 2016 brought some bad press to clowns everywhere that not even the almighty machine of McDonald's wanted to try and fix. Perhaps you remember back in 2016 when there was a rash of really spooky clown sightings across the United States?
I feel like spooky is an understatement. They were like, I feel like it was way more dangerous than that. Like spooky makes it sound like, oh, there's these goofy people running around with clown. No, I remember them saying, hey, like this shit was on the news, like 4 people with clown masks running around with knives and shit. Like spooky is underselling it. This shit was, I was terrified of clown. I was literally just talking about this. Like I was terrified.
I remember there were rumors of Vice City having them.
Like I remember it being
But
everywhere.
honestly, I don't think I highly doubt this is the main reason why they phased out Ronald McDonald.
Probably not, but spooky is underselling it. Also, shout out to the Saw costumes in the back.
Clown just chased my daughter.
Clowns were reportedly chasing motorists with knives, lurking around schools, and otherwise just being real creeps. This wasn't simply something that was causing a stir on the internet bulletin boards or Twitter. Major media outlets were reporting on rumors of terrorizing clowns. The whole thing was widespread enough that McDonald's felt the need to officially distance themselves from the worrying
You know what they
news.
could have did? They could have had a PSA for Ronald McDonald where he just wipes off his makeup and then shows his actual face. And
Okay,
that's how they
that-
keep
that-
it for the rest of the thing.
That kind of sounds creepy.
It'd probably be worse. It'd probably be worse.
It's like when Kiss went through that normal face phase.
I don't listen to rock. I know who Kiss is, but Yeah.
One time they went out, they had this phase where they didn't wear the makeup, and that's when people kind of tuned out.
That's rough. That's a rough time. That is a rough time. Imagine you taking off your makeup and people like, nah, I'm not fucking with you anymore.
Pretty
Like,
much.
that's rude. They were only in it for the makeup. And I guess Ronald McDonald, you're
I
no
don't know
different.
any list more to it, but yeah, man, just same thing having Ronald McDonald.
Spokeswoman Terry Hickey said in a 2016 press statement, McDonald's and franchisees in the local markets are mindful of the current climate around clown sightings in communities, and as such are being thoughtful in respect to Ronald McDonald's participation
Where's
in
his
community
nose?
events for the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
why?
I
Why
could
does
barely see his nose.
why does he have a black basketball? What the fuck? I'm not making this a race thing, and I know by pointing it out makes it seem like it's a race thing. But why is the basketball black? Like, but they got him kind of fitted. This is a fresh suit too. Like you kind of tell, shit is pristine. Get this
I'm
person
pretty
out
sure
of the
that's
shot.
a jersey. Pretty sure that's a jersey.
Either way, that's kind of dope. Like that, I'd like imagine dude, like actual dude gets to like take that home. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't play
While the
basketball,
creepy
but
clown
I'd wear
craze
that.
might have been the straw that broke the camel's back, it was hardly the only reason McDonald's parted ways with their clown.
McDonald's hamburgers
Oh, is that what he
and
sounds
some
like?
French fries.
That's terrifying.
Ronald McDonald has been McDonald's
No,
main mascot since the
Oh
1960s.
man, the 70s McDonald's.
The 70s McDonald's. I don't know what they all sound like, but that one sounded terrifying. I'd be scared of clowns listening to him. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and this is important. I feel like
Should have seen his first design.
you can't tell with this dude's voice if he's black or white. Like, I feel like that's an important thing to know. But I'm assuming white, but still,
Ronald
the voice like that, it's weird.
McDonald has been McDonald's main mascot since the 1960s, but his presence was wearing thin before those terrifying clown sightings of 2016. Various watchdog groups had been criticizing Ronald's marketing of unhealthy fast food to impressionable kids for years, drawing comparisons to the long-retired cigarette mascot Joe Camel. Long
Oof,
before the
that's
creepy
rough.
clown incidents,
I
former
forget
CEO Don
they had a mascot on it, actually.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, I never seen it, but I remember learning about it. Good times.
I legit forgot Camel had a mascot.
Mm-hmm.
Thompson
Alright, let's
attempted
continue to train.
Joe Camel, my boy. Ow, my boy.
to defend
I mean, he
Ronald
looked
as a
like a greaser.
mascot,
What?
Oh no, I was just saying he looked like a greaser.
saying in 2014,
Wait, what was that run? Did he
mascot
run up
Joe
the
Camel.
stairs? Hold on.
Long before the creepy clown incidents, former CEO Don Thompson attempted to
He can
defend
run?
My
Ronald
boy,
as a
whoa,
mascot.
whoa.
Well,
Whoa.
he's just running up the stairs. I don't know what's wrong.
Running up to people's house he ain't never been to. Like, I get you, Ronald McDonald. Like, that's a wild to me. My boy Smooth ran up them stairs. Like, that's, hold on. Like, when you really look at that boy,
Incidents, former CEO
he is a little too excited. Run past this jogger. Does he look
Don
back?
Thompson
No.
attempted to
It's impossible to know. They cut it. But
defend Ronald as a mascot, saying in
jeez.
2014, "You don't see Ronald McDonald in schools. You don't see him eating food."
Oh.
Basically, the message seemed to be that
Hamburger.
Ronald doesn't
saying.
eat McDonald's food.
McDonald.
He just sells it. Many observers thought the defense didn't do much to help
Are there
Ronald.
shows for? There is Ronald McDonald shows.
That there was like a short-lived series. I forget what it was called, but there was a short-lived Ronald McDonald series,
Don't mind me.
like a cartoon.
No, I'm looking for live action. The real.
McDonald's
Shut
But
up.
they had live action segments.
Ooh, live action movie. Is this another Galaxy 5000? Hold up.
No,
You never watched Galaxy 5000? You can't talk. Wait, no, they. Oh wait, is this the cartoon you talked about? No, wait.
Yeah,
this is live
they
action.
had live action segments.
Hold on. Seriously? And it's 3 hours? Hold on, I might.
It's all 6 episodes every episode.
Okay, I might watch this on my own time. It's 3 hours. That's. Why can't I say
These were given. There were available VHSs that you'd get with McDonald's meals.
Okay.
I think it was. I think it was done by the same studio that did like Wild Thornberries and
Yeah,
Rocket Power.
yeah, it looks like it. Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Ooh, is this one of those things where people? Oh, it's a racket thingy. It's got. They make some cool stuff with these. I could probably check this out after.
Well, we'll check them. We'll check them out later.
Yeah.
Go back to the original video.
Hold on, this is the intro. Let me at least see this. Is this the 70s McDonald's? Is this
No,
70s?
this is from the 90s.
90s?
This is
Oh.
from the 90s.
I recognize this one.
The wacky adventures of Ronald McDonald. Hey kids, did you hear the news? Time to put on your adventure shoes. Get ready for some big surprises. Adventures come in lots of sizes.
What?
We'll have fun, be outrageous. Wackiness is sure contagious. Come on, Hamburger with Birdie Grimace too. I want you all with me, and that includes you. On the way to play, on the run for fun, going miles for smiles. Come on, everyone. We never
Ooh,
know,
he's
no,
getting
no,
it.
no, what's around the bend. But we just can't wait. Adventures are great with all our friends. Let me hear ya. Bop, 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 bop. Come on. Bop, 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 everybody. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, the wacky
This is
adventures
sick.
of Ronald McDonald.
What? Oh yeah, I'm fucking watching that 3 hour. I'm watching that 3 hour thing. What the fuck? That was so cool. That was so
Have you
cool.
ever seen the Ronald McDonald's video games?
I saw JonTron's videos
Yeah,
on them,
that-
but
I've heard one of them was actually considered like a good game.
maybe. Wait, there's more.
Personality, an adventurous spirit, and really big feet. Yep. Oh, hey, hi there. Whoa. Check out these new anti-gravity boots I got for my birthday. Don't ever let anyone tell you
I would be
astronauts don't
surprised
give
if he was
great
a registered
presents.
sex offender.
Watch this. One small step for me, one giant leap for clown.
The fuck? What is this?
The Smash the Smash Brothers commercial.
Okay.
I don't know, I just feel like Ronald
Batteries must be
McDonald's
low.
always
Ooh, that's sure
he's
what.
always heckling some kids.
Nice
And, like, the
birthday party
commercials.
this year? Hamburglar sure gave a new
I
meaning
mean,
to the
you're
word
not wrong.
surprise. And some crabby little professor gave new meaning to being a kid.
What he does
But
with
I'm
them,
getting ahead
who
of
knows?
myself.
Now, is Ronald McDonald racist?
Now where did I put my empty...
Because, I mean, some would argue he's doing whiteface here. Like, or, I mean, you could argue it's a clown, but when you, I mean,
What if the
I'm
actor
not a
was black,
white-
though?
even worse, I'm not a white guy, but do
I'm-
they
I'm
usually
not
have
white
red
either,
noses?
so I can't.
No, that's just a clown thing. Okay, never mind. We're getting off topic here. We're getting off topic.
I'll just. Yeah, I'd rather not talk about race.
Yeah. So anyway, the real reason why they got rid of him.
McDonald as a mascot or McDonald's as a place to eat.
Back to
That
the
same year, the
main
company
point.
redesigned
Wait.
the clown with a
I saw.
What?
Wait, go back a bit. Just a little. Go back. One more time. Okay, just play.
That's gonna
Well,
haunt me.
No,
sells it.
yeah, about there. Just
Many observers thought the defense didn't do much to help
Oh.
Ronald as a mascot or
I thought the Grimace costume was different.
Okay.
McDonald's as
I
a
thought the
place to
Grimace costume was different.
eat.
Maybe
That
Scar
same year,
might
the
have-
company redesigned
Look at my boy in this suit. The one button you already know. That's pimp status right there.
the clown with a cooler, more sophisticated look. But whatever they were shooting for, the rollout was a flop. McDonald's has
Oh,
been
that was
going
supposed to
through
be
a
like his
Or-
everyday fit? Wait a minute. That was supposed to be his everyday? What happened to the? What
If
happened?
Ronald McDonald's,
The fuck?
I could really imagine Ronald McDonald as a pimp.
I'd rather he be a pimp. I'd rather that be his comeback. What the?
That same year, the
Ends the
company
fast food
redesigned the
business and
clown with a
becomes a pimp.
cooler, more sophisticated look, but whatever they were shooting for, the rollout was a flop. McDonald's has been going through a
All he needs
makeover
is
to
a
make its
fedora
restaurants
cane.
more appealing to adults for
saying.
years. The company started this makeover in 2012, and they're still in the
2012.
process of updating its 5,000
That's when
plus
that's when the
locations.
apocalypse started.
This means self-order kiosks, refreshed
Shout out
exteriors,
2012
dining
was-
rooms
shout
that
out to
take
the
inspiration
Mayans.
from cafes and coffee
Wait,
shops.
this makes no sense.
But
So
the
then,
turn away from the kid-friendly burger joint design is a problem for
Okay,
Ronald,
never mind.
whose loudly dressed cardboard cutouts don't really fit in with the new modernized aesthetic. McDonald's could
Bro,
always bring
modernize
Ronald
'em.
McDonald back whenever it likes, but
That
these
doesn't-
days,
that
if
doesn't
you look through the
excuse
company's
the,
social media accounts,
new
you'll see that they're
mascot.
almost totally
I haven't seen the new
Ronald-free.
mascot.
This doesn't
It's the
mean
hap-
that Ronald
it's that
McDonald has
Happy
been
Meal.
100%
Oh yeah, it's just
erased
the
from the
stupid
brand.
thing. Yeah,
You
never
can still
mind.
see Ronald
It's just
McDonald
lame.
representing the Golden
Justify it.
Arches at least one day out of the year in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
What happened to the
McDonald's
Burger
has been
King
flying
mascot?
a
man?
giant Ronald
Burger
McDonald
King?
balloon in the
Yeah,
parade
they had
for
a
years,
mascot,
and
too.
they continued to do so at the parade in 2019.
Have you not?
I don't know. I don't
Ronald's
think we've
parade
ever
appearance
phased them
that year
out.
wasn't exactly smooth sailing, though.
No,
Poor
they
Ronald
definitely
suffered
didn't phase
a
him
gash
out.
in his
He's
leg
still
after being
around.
blown into a tree branch. The deflation got so bad that NBC cut away to pre-recorded footage from an old parade to save Ronald the embarrassment. Check out one of our
Jeez.
newest videos right here.
Oh,
Plus,
stop. Fucking advertising.
Just reminded of the Barney that deflated.
Man, all these giant balloons. What the fuck? So, okay. There was a lot of
They cut out
information.
Ronald McDonald because he has a bad influence on kids, and he doesn't fit the modern style. That's the basic gist of it. Ronald McDonald's like that cool uncle you have where he
Well-
does a lot of cool stuff, but in reality he's actually a bad influence.
Ronald McDonald and his pimp puff.
Yeah, what do you think done with that perfect? What is this? What? Almost looked like he had like the joke, like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker haircut.
Why is he here? Like, you look around and you see all these things, right? Okay, this is Christmas. These are dancers celebrating Christmas, right? And then you see him.
I ever seen this one McDonald's commercials talk about there's one of these old 70s McDonald's commercials where he was advertising some sort of coupon for the store, and he was like, this will make a good present for Christmas or something like that. I just thought it was funny.
We're going deep, man. We're going deep. Just
Oh, there's Rocka Rocka. Oh yeah,
what is this?
I think it was I think in France they redid the Hamburglar, where they made him
Gay.
for the lack of
I
a
mean,
better
that's
term,
okay if they did.
Uh,
I'm not saying
for the
I'm
lack of
homo-
a better term, hot.
I mean, it's okay. Do you want to say they made him homosexual? That's okay. If you're attracted to
no.
him, that's okay.
I would say it's like the equivalent of handsome Squidward.
Okay, so you turned you on. Got it. Let's see what this is.
Anyways,
Let's see what this is.
Across the sweatshop. Multiple prostitutes quickly ran towards their yellow vans to meet the requirements for the job, but Ronald wasn't easily pleased.
what?
He started asking double time of them with no extra pay. They
Wait,
decided they had had enough.
Wait a
of it.
minute. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm gonna just start this again. Let's listen close, folks. I wasn't expecting this.
Act 1. The intro. Go, go, go! Ronald is expecting
So this is
you to be
basically a
on
table read of something right now. Just so you're a kid.
That's what it sounds like.
One man table read. I've done this. This is fun when you do it by yourself.
time for your clients, the manager yelled across the sweatshop. Multiple prostitutes quickly ran towards their yellow vans to meet the requirements for the job, but Ronald wasn't easily pleased. He started asking double time of them with no extra pay. They decided they had had enough and quit the job.
I can
This
barely
was
hear it
the
actually.
worst possible choice they could have made. Act 2, The Hunt. Hey, Dev, seen young...
I turned everything up as loud as I can.
It's because we put the volume up high, then
Oh
you're
wait,
loud.
hold on.
Mickey D
Is
round
that
here,
better?
folk? Questioned Haley. Deborah paused for a moment, expecting you to be on time for your clients, the manager yelled across the sweatshop. Multiple prostitutes quickly ran towards their yellow vans to meet the requirements for the job, but Ronald wasn't easily pleased. He started asking double time of them with no extra pay. They decided they had had enough and quit the job. This was the worst possible choice they could have made. Act 2, The Hunt. Hey, Deborah, seen young Mickey D round here, folk? Questioned Haley. Deborah paused for a moment and then said, Yes, I'm him. He ripped off the artificial breast and wig and pulled down his pants and strangled her with them. After that was done, he quickly took off his shirt and went home. Act 3, The Home. Mickey D's place was like Bill Gates' crib, but gayer. That's right. He had multiple pics of penis in his living room and Bill Gates. He sat next to larger ones and got ready. The materials were in place. He was ready to summon him. He took a piece of glass, a crayon, a prison shiv, a glass of vinegar, and a sample of Billy May's chest hair. He started by putting the crayon into his dick hole and prayed.
Oh my god.
And quickly after that poured the vinegar onto his lap. Then he took the shiv and carved Bill Gates' penis into it. It was almost complete. He just had to give...
Alright.
That
left was a cliffhanger. I don't know what that was.
I don't know what to make of it either.
There's literally no comments. There's no link. There's no description.
It's 127 views.
With no one with nothing to say but one like. We have to say something.
What?
Hell. I don't know what to say. Like,
I don't know either.
Like, this is so much pressure. Like, cause what? Like, it's no comment. So that means one person. Let's just say. I don't know. I don't want it to be too much. Like, I wanted to say like the story kind of grabbed me by the by the nutsack, but I feel like that's too strong of a message to say. I think I got it. Let's see. This really captivated me, especially towards the end.
This is up there with the greats.
Especially Act 3 with all the penises.
Love the imagery.
Excellent imagery. There you go.
Turns out what we watched was cursed.
I'm saying it feels a little cursed. And bada bing, bada boom. And you know what? We'll even boom. And you know what? Because we're that much, boom. That way he'll be in. This person has to come back to this channel now and see that. So we're just gonna leave McDonald's at that. We learned a lot about Ronald McDonald. I will look into this kid show because after seeing this fucking intro, who would not want to watch this? Let's check this out. So, in case you don't know, right, Rocka channel, they make a lot of really cool shit. Make a lot of crazy shit.
Special effects, stunt work.
Yeah, they do a lot of great stunts and
a lot of gore.
Yeah, they get into the real shit. They're real men doing real things, braver than I. Let's see what they make. This was in 2015, so it was pretty old.
It's your grandma.
I'll just ignore her. What?
Can you turn the TV down, please?
What are you talking about? It's like 3 in the afternoon, Grandma.
My friend's coming over and I need a bit of a rest.
Your friends are pretty much dead, Granny.
Your bloody friends are pussies. You're all taking it up the
Shut
arse,
up.
using my electricity and giving me the shit.
What?
I want you to keep it.
Shut up,
Breath
Mom. I'm
stinks,
playing
Granny. Your breath
Minecraft.
stinks. Oh, you guys play Xbox One?
No, the only game Xbox has is Halo.
I thought he was gonna punch her, to be honest. Oh shit. Boom.
Oh, it's my boy Master Chief.
Oh shit. It's Halo Infinite. It's so cool.
Where did the guns come from?
It don't matter. Like, they should always look so good.
Friendly care package inbound.
He's got ray gun.
Hunter-killer drone ready for deployment.
He just pulls out a paper airplane. Oh my.
Grandma's down! Grandma's down!
What the fuck?
Oh, damn! I need a hammer!
I gotta just turn this off.
Hello, here's your grandmother.
This is good. Oh no. Imagine Master Chief is just fighting in your house.
See, this is why we want Master Chief in Smash Brothers. Literally takes Chiefs out.
He would be pretty crazy.
Oh, son! Son! Son!
Double kill. Triple kill. Overkill. Killing spree. Kill-tacular.
You better not be camping, Michael!
I'm not camping.
Kilimanjaro. Killjoy.
But like,
No, what the fuck? That's tough.
Teabag is so it's such an ancient.
Don't say Remy, that's my kill.
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
The fact that people still do it too is ridiculous.
People still do it.
Oh yeah. I still do it.
Oh, and it was Ronald McDonald this whole time.
Hey, Ron,
Thought we were done with Ronald
blowing
McDonald.
up my TV.
It's like Ronald McDonald's like that annoying ex. Always coming back.
That's crazy. We thought we were done with Ronald McDonald, and look at that to show up right in the end. That was hilarious.
He's like that annoying ex.
A little bit. What the fuck? Huh. Let's see. Should I look at another one? Is there another crazy one? perfectly cut screams 7. No.
Perfectly cut screams are funny.
Are they? But are they really? Well, if I laugh, we'll watch it. If I don't, you get
That it's my
sniped.
head. That it's my
Yeah.
head.
You got 1 minute.
Comment time.
Uma dica que eu vou dar, se você tem CC.
Or actually, before we even start here, I'll even give you a buffer.
I could barely hear the video, by the way.
Yeah, it's
like,
turned
before
down.
you paused it.
It's pretty low. The thing is pretty low.
It's time for bonus. I'm kidding.
Here is while I prep myself. Here is an ad break. No, there's not. No ad break. Yes, no. Well, at this point there has to be. Here's an ad break. All right. This episode of the Young Talk podcast is sponsored by Young Empire. That's right. We're doing our own. This ad is once again our plug our own merch. And so with that being said, let's just dive right in. As stated in previous ads, feel free to check out the Young Talk podcast merchandise. We have loads of mugs and beanies and pillows, mugs in different design sets, like 3. But if you want more, we could make more. I just didn't know how to do it back then, but I know now. So feel free to check out our merch online. Link will be in the description below. Also feel free to check us out on Spotify, YouTube, and other streaming platforms. Those links will also be in the description below. But yeah, I just want to say thank you again for all the support, and I hope everybody continues enjoying the podcast, and we'll keep trying to do more shit. Cool. Let's get back to it. All right, we're back. Let's go. Hope that ad break was worth it.
Heck is Sony.
I just love how you say hope it was worth it.
We'll find out. You got a minute. If I don't laugh, you're dead.
Uma dica que eu vou dar, se você tem CC. Rexona.
I can hear
That was
an
good.
insane amount of creatures.
Didn't get.
No!
Zone 4!
That's
New
rough.
streamlined design for the faucet. Works great until you do it too high and spray your fiance in the face.
That was good.
The wrong way. Oh shit.
We're going to climb the rock wall and we're going to get to the top.
I feel like
Hurrah!
the best one was the first one. If there was another good one right after that first one, I would have lost instantly.
The thing with these videos is that the funnier ones are when someone pulls something off that's impossible, or someone's in pain.
Well, you got 15 seconds.
1.
It's a big deal. Timothy, that rock wall's really hard. We're going to go to the stairs and the ladder. Okay, Timothy, climb up. Bop! Bop! Boppity! Okay, Timothy, we're up here. Look at it. It's so spooky. All right, Timothy, it's time for slide. Whoa! Timothy!
Rest in peace, that kid. Oh. You're about to have
That's
battle
tough.
for 5 years.
I didn't laugh not a single bit. It would have had me after the first one. But we can take a look at these for a second.
I mean, not all of them are funny, but
There's a gorilla one. Hold on. I think I
There's
can
a
find the
what?
gorilla one. Like in the thumbnail, there was a gorilla chucking. It's young. I want to kind of see that. Unless that was just bait. But I want to trust the internet. What are the chances I'd even find it in this thumbnail thing, though? Yeah.
I remember watching a video of a skateboarding
Ooh, maybe.
chimpanzee.
Hold on. Funny monkey videos.
Monkey.
Because now I want to look at monkey videos.
Monkeys are so chill.
There it is again. So, okay. It has to be in this 3-minute clip. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Monkey.
Monkey memes.
Here we go! Here we go!
Oh, that's a classic.
Hold on.
That's a classic. Spitting gorilla.
I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. The fuck was that?
That's a spitting gorilla.
Do they do that?
I don't know, maybe if they're bored.
I'm scared, man.
You ready to eat this?
I never did this in 8.
Remember the last time you used a public restroom?
That chopper jumping, my money gon' fuck. Like your hair out the shoulder. My money got long. There's too many thoughts.
Riding a bike. Oh,
that one got me.
Moments before disaster.
I stopped it at the wrong time. Oh no. Okay. What a god. What a god. Imagine you start screaming.
I look so easily amused. Baby. Oh, that's a chunk.
Oh, that's a big boy. Wait. What? Whoa. I can't go back to the one I wanted to see. Oh well. But this is a real monkey. That's cool. This music is so loud.
Jody.
What?
Oh, that's. Oh my god.
Okay.
Jeez.
What are those? Twinkies?
I don't know. Bananas.
They're hungry.
Mm.
Is that dynamite? What?
Thought this was a real monkey. It's just an image? I thought it was a video.
Oh. What?
Oh no.
It's my boy.
R.I.P.
Frank.
Oh, I've seen this.
It's that video.
The video is haunting. I swear to God.
I like the one where they put the craft rave music over it.
This is ridiculous. Oh my god. What is this fool doing?
It's having fun.
What the fuck? Oh, that's terrifying. Their feet are hands. You know
what? What is that? What was that?
I don't.
Go back. Like, go back. Pause. What is that? I don't. That's Donkey Kong's long lost.
This is Franco.
Cousin.
This is Franco. It has to be my bet.
It's Donkey Kong's long lost cousin.
My boy, what is this?
And after all this, the baby still looks worse. The baby still looks. Is he wearing like? Is he wearing a Rolex?
Bro, he's fitted.
He's got.
He has
money.
a dollar sign on him. Like you already know he has the most money. Oh my god. Jeez.
He's got money.
So I was gonna say, because they have feet for hands, I did not realize their endless potential until I saw that gorilla spinning that fast. Like, you realize how apex that makes gorillas because of the fact that they have hands for feet. They could do everything your hands can do, but like,
I mean, that applies to any ape.
That's what I'm saying. These fools are crazy. That's huge. That is terrifying. Like, that spin is a warning. I would... It's terrifying, man. It's a terrifying... Like, I'm just now making the realization of how important and how wild that is.
Planet of the Have you ever seen Planet of the Apes?
Man, don't talk to me about that movie. It's not the move. It's ridiculous. I'm scared.
It's a new friend. We got a new friend. What's his name, Johnny?
What?
What the fuck is this? It's a TikTok. Oh, my boy.
Stewart.
Hit him. What the fuck?
It looks like they kidnapped someone. Or no, that they're like some 1940s mobsters, like some like 1940s mobsters, like henchmen, I guess, or goons.
I'm saying they were walking kind of wild.
Like they were doing that, like mobster, like strut.
Man, monkeys are crazy. This picture will never stop being like, fuck. Oh, okay, we're done with monkeys for now. We're speed running this because we only got a few. I'm not trying to spend a ton of time on these like we've been doing. So these next two things, we got that, and let's take a look at this hollowed earth theory, and then we will talk about the tier list, and that will be it. So hollow earth, can you explain what hollow earth is?
It's pretty much the theory that the earth is actually hollow, that there's no earth's core, and that in some theories say that there's like a secret society within the hollowed earth.
Do they have a name?
I don't know, but pretty much the theory is that there's no earth's core, it's actually hollow. Like there's nothing beneath us.
Let me see. I want to find a short video that talks about it. This one is like 2 minutes.
Ideas of an occupied
The History
hollow
Channel.
Earth would be revisited nearly 2 centuries
If they talk
later,
about it, you know it's got to be like,
1947,
you gotta be
when
big.
famous polar explorer Admiral
Big
Richard
news.
Byrd flew reconnaissance missions over the North Pole.
Is the volume up on
Byrd allegedly reported in his private journal about a mysterious land beyond the North Pole, which he called the center of the great unknown.
Admiral Richard Byrd was able to fly to the North Pole and back. And
what?
North Pole, that's where my boy Santa lives.
You're
and
right,
recorded flying over lush green areas where none should have been. And then 3 years later, he flew over the South Pole.
It's rumored that when Admiral Byrd's task force actually got to Antarctica, that one of the first things they discovered was an entrance into a hollow earth civilization that was populated by very, very advanced beings.
Admiral Byrd made a lot of unusual
Does
statements.
this sound right?
Yeah, that's the theory that I've heard.
Okay.
Including talking about what he called a new kind of craft that could fly from pole to pole.
Is it possible that entrances to another world can be found at the Earth's poles? And if so, did Admiral Byrd actually pass through one of them? According to some ancient astronaut theorists,
I'm sorry, I
such
missed
gateway
it. I might have missed it. I kind of was thinking about the tier list. Give me a second. Let me go back in a couple seconds.
So, world can be found at the Earth's poles. And if so,
okay, that's what he
did
said.
Admiral Byrd actually pass through one of them? According to some ancient astronaut theorists, such gateways do exist. But rather than leading to inner Earth, they may be portals to another dimension.
What?
But whether
That's
an other
crazy.
Earth exists in another dimension, under our feet, or in a distant galaxy, what would its discovery mean for the future of humanity?
If we were to discover the other Earth, the place we have sought, the missing world, it would be profoundly humbling. So this would be quite a paradigm shift. History would change in a very major way.
Okay.
So, that's the thing. Okay. I already like this because it...
I'm just wondering where this whole secret, just like this ancient civilization, like advanced civilization in our Earth even comes from.
I'm saying, like, how would they survive down there? How would that even work for... What would be the point? What would be the point?
I feel like the guy was on drugs or something.
That's usually what it comes down to at this point, doesn't it? Like, it really just comes down to hard drugs.
I know some theories say that's where lizard people are residing in the Hollow Earth, or like maybe there's aliens.
Let me see. Lizard people and Hollow Earth.
I feel like we're gonna find some actual like in-depth like crazy conspiracy theory.
There's one that says it's explained, but I don't.
Is that a TED Talk on the Hollow Earth?
Yeah. Alien world beneath our feet.
I'm just wondering where the whole lizard people theory came from.
I don't know, but let's check this out because it's cool.
Hi,
oh, no, this is
I'm
Buzz.
Matt,
I don't
and
trust.
lately I've been wondering.
I was gonna say,
BuzzFeed.
I think you're. That's a BuzzFeed video.
Do lizard people run the world? Colossal mysteries. Three people. How to catch a reptilian. Okay. How about this? That's a 14-minute video.
We can't do 14 minutes.
It's just too long. I don't know. Maybe if you find a video that talks about it. Well, I mean, wait. Oh, top 10 things. Let's look at this one.
Shh, be quiet. Shh. Cover your phones. Throw them away. Shh. Shh.
New face filters on
Jesus
Instagram.
fucking Christ!
All right, Mark Zuckerberg, also, as I like to call him, Santa Claus, because he knows if you've been bad or good, because he be reading your DMs. And man, he told me your dick pics are nasty. Get that wart looked at. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, the company that knows literally everything about you and is always listening. It's how they sell ads, like they're listening to you through your phone, they look at your browser history. Anyway, he's been getting interviewed by the Senate or some shit. His company sold data to another company that, like, helped Donald Trump get elected, blah, 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 threat to our way of life, blah, 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 privacy is dead, blah, blah, blah. The meme forever has been that he is some sort of robot lizard man that is part of the Illuminati.
Are the allegations true that you are secretly a lizard? I'm gonna have to go with no on that.
And let me tell you, this whole thing was a goddamn gold mine.
Nah, he was soda for a bit.
Specifically with regard to the process by which Cambridge Analytica was able to purchase.
That guy isn't human. There's no
What
way
is
that
wrong
came
with
from a
people?
female.
Like,
that
leave
did not
this
come
dude
from a female
alone.
human. That was laid in an egg.
No,
So there's a subreddit
did you not see
dedicated
the
to Mark
hologram
Zuckerberg memes
flash?
about how awkward he is and all.
There's a hologram flash.
No, that's a common thing that people say regarding the lizard people theory, the reptilian theory. How apparently they use holograms to disguise themselves as humans.
Let's see, cause yeah, I wanna look into. I wanna learn more about it in general. Who started the lizard people conspiracy?
You want? All right. Now, how about this? Do you want to see someone look at the like reptilian memes or just like an article on reptilians?
Which one will tell me about reptilians?
Because there's this one YouTuber I watched. He did like 2 or 3 videos on reptilians. It was funny.
Yeah. Do that
Just
video.
look up some ordinary gamers reptilians, or maybe I'll link you to it.
Cool. And then we'll just save the tier list for next time.
I swear he had that one video. Oh no, it's a video on how to spot reptilian, or the guy's looking at an article on how to spot reptilians. I don't know if you want to watch that.
Let me see. I'll just type it in. I can't type. Okay.
I can't speak. How to spot reptile.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you.
Scroll down a bit. Scroll down. Turns out what? That other conspiracy theory that Australia isn't real.
I know about that one.
What is that? Is that Watto?
Yeah.
Is that Watto?
Watch before it's deleted again. But I think I'm gonna check this out.
Hello, I'm Simon Whistler. You're
It'll be
watching
fine.
Top 10's Net, and in the video today, we've got a weird one for you. It's the top 10 things you should know about the reptilian conspiracy theory.
Number 10, Origins. There are two schools of thought on where the Reptilians came from. Some believe they evolved here on Earth, left Earth, and then mastered intergalactic travel and then returned millions of years later. Others believe their home planet is in the Draco constellations. Supposedly, they came to Earth thousands of years ago and shared the Earth with people. Then they either decided or were forced to go undercover and hid themselves from our reality. They also started to integrate with humans
because
by
it's
altering
really
our
loud
DNA
on my
similar
end,
to the way that people alter
and I can't hear
computer
you at
code.
all.
The altering of our DNA had a
when
twofold
it's
effect.
turned all the way up.
DNA so we don't use our brain to its full capacity, putting a limit on our consciousness and making us easier to control. As evidence, some people point to the fact that we have reptile genes within our brain. In fact, the reptilian brain is the oldest of the three parts that control our brain. The second is that people with reptile DNA in them can be possessed by reptilians who live outside our realm of awareness in the lower fourth dimension. These human-reptile hybrids, considered demigods, were able to gain power in the ancient civilizations of Sumer, Babylon, and Mesopotamia.
But why
As
lizards?
humankind started to colonize the rest of the planet, the reptiles spread across the earth and became the royal families
Yeah,
throughout
why
the
not
world.
any other?
By
Why
having
not
power in every
fish?
single country, the reptilians
Why
have
not
created
something
a
bigger?
global prison that people don't even realize they're in. The prison was created by drawing country lines, which leads to endless wars and conflicts. Another way they control humans is by distracting us with media, entertainment, and even politics. They've also made the population stupid and
Are
lazy
they the
by
ones?
poisoning their food.
Are they the ones making my porn? Is what he's saying? Like, cause it gets to that point. Like he said, entertainment, media, and such, right? So, like to a certain extent, pornography is media and stuff. And so, I mean, like, it's like if they're how much control do they have? Like, you know, to what level of extent are they doing to us versus us just doing it to ourselves?
No, they're just saying the whole theory is that they control the world or something.
I know, that's what I mean though. Like, how much of it do they actually control versus what we just do? Is my curious question.
The air and even the water. So just to sum it up, because it's a lot of very unusual information to take in, essentially the lizard people altered our brains to limit their ability.
He was a Komodo
They
dragon
installed
this whole
most, if
time.
not all, world leaders throughout history. Those leaders in turn contributed to all major historical events. Finally, for thousands of years, they've been poisoning humans. And all of this was done to ensure that they control humankind. So right off the bat, the answer is yes. In this video, we're taking a drive to
How do they
Crazy
poison
Town.
us?
Enjoy the ride.
Well,
Number 9,
yeah, I guess.
the Reptilian hierarchy. According to David Icke, the writer who popularized the idea of a reptilian conspiracy theory, there is a hierarchy when it comes to reptilians. Notably, there are two classes of reptilian, full-bloods and crossbreeds. Full-bloods are aware that they are reptilians and can change forms between their human exterior and their true reptilian skin. Also, the full reptiles are not wearing an actual physical disguise. Instead, their human shell is created through vibrations that alter the human mind, so your brain just thinks it sees a human. It's similar to how the aliens disguise themselves in John Carpenter's cult classic They Live. This explains why reptilians are 5 to 12 feet tall but wear a human-sized disguise. They don't actually shrink in size, our brains just register them as normal human size because changing physical size is considered impossible. On the other hand, hybrids or crossbreeds are not aware that they are reptilian and believe they are human, but are controlled from the lower fourth dimension to push forward the agenda, also known as the New World Order. Among those two different types, there are different races. At the top of the pecking order are the Dracos, which are winged albino reptiles. Below them is a race called the Reptoids, who do not have wings and have brown and green skin. The Reptoids are soldiers and scientists
Why have I
and are
not
responsible
seen one
for
or
secret
encountered
government
one?
programs and bases, such as the Montauk Project, which was an alleged
But
group of
you guys
tests
see
done by
their
the United
hologram.
States Army where they tried to develop fringe technologies like time travel. Number 8. How to spot one. Some general characteristics of the reptilians in disguise and people with reptilian DNA is that they are usually Caucasian and have piercing eyes that are green, hazel, and sometimes blue, but they can also change color. They also have low blood pressure and unexplained scars. Since they hide from humans, it may be impossible to see them, but one thing you should look for is how they act. Often reptilians and crossbreeds lack empathy, don't express love easily, are incredibly
What are they trying to
smart,
say?
and
Is
have a love for
Obama a
space and
lizard?
science.
Like,
Supposedly, if you watch television in slow motion, you can get glimpses of the reptilian's true identity. Sometimes the image can be distorted and skin looks green or scaly. Teeth become distorted, and their eyes look like those
Oh,
of
shit.
reptiles.
Yeah, 'cause
There are
those
plenty of videos on YouTube of people who claim they have footage of
those aren't any
reptilians
video
shape-shifting.
artifacts.
Number 7, suspected reptilian.
This is
There are
prime
a number of
evidence right
famous
here.
people who are suspected of being reptilian. This includes such notable families as the Rockefellers in the United States, the Rothschild family from Germany, and the British House of Windsor. It's also believed that many of the presidents of the United States are reptilian, including Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, who is apparently higher than him in the reptilian hierarchy, Barack Obama, and both Presidents Bush. In fact, the Bushes are an integral part of the conspiracy because of how many famous people are related to them. According to Ancestry.com, George W. Bush and Obama are 11th cousins, and Dick Cheney is his 9th cousin once removed. The blood relatives directly related to the Bushes include Abraham Lincoln, Marilyn Monroe, Pocahontas, Hugh Hefner, John Kerry, Vlad the Impaler, and Princess Diana.
Damn, they got so many famous people
all of
in their
those
family.
people are reptilian as well. Not only have the reptilians
That's
infiltrated
a
banking,
heavy
government, and the
bloodline.
world's royalty, but they are also some well-known and beloved entertainers like Bob Hope, Brad Pitt, and Angelina
Why are
Jolie.
bloodlines so
Needless to say,
complicated?
with so many possible reptilian
They
people
ain't
among
that
us, it makes it
complicated.
hard to trust anyone.
That's
You could even
unique.
be a reptilian and not even know about it. Number 6, blood. Blood is very important to the reptilians. For one thing, they apparently consume it. They also eat parts of human brains and apparently prefer children because they aren't as full of poison as adults. Besides just eating our
shit,
blood,
we were
bloodlines
victims?
are also an important feature in the reptilian conspiracy. You can supposedly tell if someone is reptilian by tracing their bloodlines. It's believed that around 4,800 BC, the crossbreeds emerged from the
I like
mountains
how
of
these
Turkey,
reptilians
Iran,
look
and
like a
Kurdistan,
typical, like,
and started the early
RPG
civilizations
enemies.
of Sumer, Egypt,
Yeah, a
Babylon,
little
and the
bit.
Indus Valley.
Some
This
level
explains
3
how
NPCs
humans became
or some
civilized
shit.
and accomplished some amazing things. The crossbreeds kickstarted them. Thanks, lizard overlords. From those civilizations, humans began to migrate, and the reptilians went with them. So
Well,
Ike
wasn't it
claims
that-
that
wasn't it
all
like
the
aliens
bloodlines of
that
the
built the
supposed
pyramids or
reptilian
something?
people listed
Maybe it was
above
the
can be
reptilians,
traced back
actually.
to that area. Ike also says that there
We were
are
just a
marks
little
of
bit
there's
wrong.
also, like,
physical blood as
like,
well.
there's also
He
links
points out
between
that
aliens
from
and
the area of the world
lizards.
where the hybrids originated, there are
think.
more people with an incredibly rare blood type called Rh and Rh negative. Other than just being rare, when a baby is born with Rh blood, their skin turns blue, and this is supposedly where the term blue blood comes from. Number 5, the Bible. As proof that the reptilians do exist, David Icke points to a number of passages in the Bible. One of the most famous stories is the fall of man. In Genesis, Adam and Eve are cast out of the Garden of Eden because Eve was tempted
Adam
by
and Eve
a
were
serpent.
lizards.
Icke argues that this represents a change in human and reptilian relationships. According to Icke,
Okay.
reptilians used to walk the earth and humans were aware of their existence. But as we mentioned, at some point they went underground and hid from
At some
humans and
point,
started
it's
the
always in these
crossbreeding
stories.
process. That
It's
moment
always
when
in
they
their
went
stories where they
undercover is called
lack
the schism, and
the most important detail, and they just replace it with "at some point," or like with "eventually" or something like, you know. They never explain it. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, and I love it.
But why are you
is
fact
what the
checking
story
the
of Adam and Eve
truth?
represents. Besides the story of Adam and Eve, another biblical passage
truth
that
is right
supposedly
there.
references the reptilians is
Damn,
Genesis
you know what,
chapter
you're
6,
right. This
verses
is
1
proof
through
right
4,
now.
which reads, "When human beings began to increase in number on the earth, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, My spirit will not contend with humans
such a weird
forever,
rabbit
for they
hole.
are mortal. Their days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans.
Isn't the Bible
and had
like
children by
translated
them.
on the
They
internet
were the
now?
heroes of
So
old,
it's like
men of renown. Ike says that
you
this
could
is again
literally
evidence of the interbreeding.
put that
Nephilim
passage
is
in
an
and figure out what
ambiguous
they
term,
mean.
but it is commonly believed to mean those who have descended or the fallen ones, leading people to believe that Nephilim are fallen angels or greater beings. Ike believes that they were actually reptilians who interbred with the daughters of humans, and then their
That
offspring
one almost
became
looks
the
like the
hybrid
scrolls
human
from the Marvel
reptilians. Finally, in the book of Revelation,
from the
Satan
Marvel
is
movies.
described as a serpent and a dragon, and he is cast down to earth with his angels. Ike believes that this is a Draco and his reptoids. Of course, this theory only works if you believe in the Bible, but what's interesting is that the Bible isn't the only ancient source where there are stories of reptiles interacting with humans.
They're just
Number 4,
justifying all the
snake imagery
supernatural
throughout
stuff
the
with the
world.
reptiles. This
Other
is a
evidence
reptile
that Ike
fetish.
points to is the fact that civilizations throughout the world have reptile gods or worshipped reptile
Like
beings.
everything,
One
they're
notable
just saying
example
everything
is
is a reptile.
figurine
God
that
is a
was found
reptile.
in
The
the
devil is a
area that was
reptile.
Mesopotamia
Thor is a
and
reptile.
now
Like
modern-day Iraq.
this
It
is
is from the time period just before civilization started. started, called the
Who
Ubaid
started
period,
World War I?
6,500
Reptiles.
to 3,800
Exactly, like,
BC. It
bro,
is a
it was
statue
Big Bang
of a
reptiles,
humanoid
like-
snake creature called
Hitler was a
Baby.
reptile.
Besides this pre-civilization relic, there are other stories of reptile gods
Stalin
and
was a
demigods
reptile.
found throughout ancient history. Just to name a few, Mesoamerica had a winged serpent god called Quetzalcoatl. Hindus had a god called Naga that was half human and half cobra. Apep was the Egyptian god of chaos.
I don't think
and is
having
depicted as a
gods that are
cobra.
reptiles
This doesn't
really
even include how many
justifies the
different
existence
cultures
of
around the world
reptiles.
have stories of giant reptiles like
It
dragons.
might. That might be
Ike
enough.
says that these stories of reptile gods and dragons
Oh.
originated from
Well,
when
I mean,
the
it did-
reptilians
I mean,
operated out in
that
the open
was their
before the
religion,
schism.
so-
He also points out that throughout many cultures there are
What
stories
is this?
similar to
God of
Adam and
Thrones,
Eve
Game
where
of
reptile
Thrones?
creatures are the gatekeepers to special places like the Garden of Eden, or they give spiritual knowledge to humanity. Ike acknowledges
Talking about
that
dragons
some of this
now?
may be metaphorical, but he believes that these stories are actually evidence of the schism.
Are dragons
Number
lizards
3,
too?
connection to
Technically
the
they are,
Greys.
right?
I mean, they're
If the Reptilian elite New
reptilians,
World
so-
Order conspiracy theory wasn't wild enough, the Reptilians may also
AML.
possibly be connected to the alien race known only as the Greys. Because, well, why not?
We are so
According
crazy.
to a mysterious
As a
conspiracy
species,
writer
we are
named
just so
Jason
crazy.
Bishop III, the Greys are actually controlled by the Reptilians.
I mean,
in terms
it's
of
a really
hierarchy of
mind trying to
control, it goes
piece
winged
things
Dracos,
together that you
non-winged
can't figure
Reptoids, the
out.
Greys, and then us, the lowly humans.
They're
on the
making it
bottom.
work, though.
There is even some speculation based on eyewitness accounts that there are actual crossbreeds of the Greys and the Reptilians. They look just like the Greys, except
I
they
mean,
have
how do you think
reptile-like
religion
skin.
was formed?
Theorists believe that the Reptilians have enslaved the Greys, or they have formed an intergalactic alliance
We don't
working
need to
together
talk
to
about
keep humans down. Number 2. The Reptilians and the Illuminati.
Oh,
One of the
man.
most well-known secret societies is the Illuminati.
see how this rabbit
According
hole,
to some
like,
theorists,
keeps
they are
getting deeper?
controlled by the Dracos. This idea
just
was
keeps
put forward
going.
by a man named Stuart Serdlow, who claims he was a survivor of the Montauk Project. In his book, Blue Blood, True Blood, Conflict and Creation, he claims that there are 13 royal families of the Illuminati. The leader of the Illuminati is called the Pindar, which is shortened from Pinnacle of the Draco,
I just wondered
and is
who
a
sits
purebred
down
reptile.
to make these
According
images.
to Swerdlow, the Pindar is the head of the Rothschild family, who has been the Pindar for centuries. The 12 other families, all of them incredibly powerful, influential and rich, have different areas of expertise, and they control global finances,
I
military
feel like this
technology and
stuff is
development,
easiest, like
mind
funnier
control,
to get
religion,
into when you're
and
like
global
higher
media.
drunk.
All 13 of the ruling
I can
families
tell you
are
now
full-blooded
it's,
reptilians, but the class of individuals who support the 13 families, called the Committee of
something. It's
300,
not
are
amazing, it's
In fact,
something.
some of them do not even have any reptilian DNA, though most do. The Committee of 300 supports the 13 families by controlling the organizations like the NSA, CIA, Interpol, and the Mafia, just to name a few. Number 1. Their goal. The biggest question surrounding the reptilian conspiracy theory is why would they do it? Again, there is much debate on this. One belief is that they need our goals
That's
to
always
help
like the biggest
stabilize
thing
the
about
atmosphere on
conspiracy
their
theories
own
is
planet.
that-
Another theory is that they just
Is that something like you see these theories and then you just ask yourself like, yeah, what like why do you believe this theory? Like, what's the goal? Like, why do you think the government's doing this or something? Like,
Why
what are they trying to gain?
I don't know, man. There has to be an answer out there. There's gonna be
Like,
something.
Why do they want power control? Like, what's the gain?
Maybe there's just something here that we're just not taking advantage of. That other.
Like I said, it's time to get woke.
We gotta do something.
have a need for power and control, and they enjoy living life as rulers. A third, incredibly metaphysical explanation involves the reptilians living in the fourth dimension. Essentially, one of the main things that the reptilians try to do is cause human suffering and to ensure that there is constant conflict. The reason they want to do this is because the reptilians actually consume negative energy like jealousy, fear, and anger as a source of food. Of course, without much proof that these giant
like
shape-shifting
something you'd see in,
interdimensional
like, Mass
humanoid
Effect or,
reptiles
like,
that have
Halo.
mastered intergalactic travel
Yeah.
even exist, it's hard to know what their true master plan is.
So we hope you enjoyed the ridiculous nature of
Wait, so no one knows what the true plan is?
No. No one knows yet, but I guess one day.
That's like the biggest thing about conspiracy theories is that you add like you always ask what they're like what's the goal behind it, but then like there never is one.
They never, no.
And then you ask like why are they trying to hide this? Like what's the gain? Like what are they trying to gain out of us not knowing this information? Like you look at flat Earth, like.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Being
Like,
married for 7 decades is a
you look at
major
flat Earth
accomplishment
and
for
you
any.
just wondered, why are we not allowed to know this? Like, what's the government trying to gain out of us not knowing if the Earth is flat? Like,
Trying to keep us down, man. They're trying to keep us down. Once they know the world is flat, all hell is gonna break loose. Is what they're worried about. No, I mean, I think I would lose my shit if the world was actually flat. I think I would actually lose my shit. Because then
honestly, if it turns out the Earth was flat, I'd die happy.
I mean, what do you mean you die happy? What does that even mean?
That means that this one huge conspiracy theory with like this huge fan base turns out it was all true.
Yeah. Oh, but is that so is that what you're hoping is do you believe?
No,
what do you?
No,
what
I
are
don't
you?
think. No, I don't think it is. But
You just be happy for the group.
that'd be like, turns out they were right this whole time. Or something.
I don't know. I'd lose my shit. I'd be like,
It'd be interesting to know that a conspiracy theory was true.
yeah.
That's my whole reasoning.
If any of these major ones were true, let's look at why Australia is fake real quick.
Except the birds.
Australia is
Even
not
the
real.
birds.
It is a
I would love, like I said, any of these. I would love to know.
They want us to believe that Britain moved over their criminals to someplace. In reality, all these criminals were loaded off the ships into the waters, drowning before they could see land ever again. It is a cover-up for one of the great mass murders in history, made by one of the most prominent empires. Australia does not exist.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Feels pretty real, eh? I don't know, man. CGI is getting pretty good. It could all be fake. All things you call proof are actually well-fabricated lies and documents made by the leading governments of the world. Your Australian friends, they're all actors and computer-generated personas, part of the plot to trick the world.
Where does this
If I'm an
even
actor,
come from?
I deserve a fucking Oscar, because I absolutely nail being Australian. If you think you've ever been to Australia, you're terribly wrong. The plane pilots are all in on this, and have in all actuality only flown you to islands close nearby, or in some cases, parts of South America, where they have cleared space and hired actors to act out as real Australians.
Wow.
Australia is not real. It is a code word for the cold-blooded murder of more than 100,000 people, and it is not okay. We will not accept this.
What?
Stand up
Imagine.
for the ones who died. Let it be known that Australia does not exist. Australia is not real. Hashtag. Yeah, I don't know, I feel pretty real.
I don't know what to believe. Oh, this isn't an ad.
So the opera house, that's fake.
Alright, in case you couldn't tell, today's Learning with
Kangaroos are
Laserbeam,
fake.
put the glasses on, act
Koalas are
smart.
fake.
Today's Learning with Laserbeam is all about crazy people, as usual. Yeah, apparently, we're back on flat earthers. You know, the people that think the earth is a disc. Yeah, they now apparently believe Australia is fake. It's a big movement sweeping across the flat earth intellectuals. Because, you know what's a really smart thing to do? When people already think you're an
I guess
absolute
speaking of
bloody
flat
moron,
earth.
you should double down and come up with something even stupider. How about one of its most
Those
prominent
two
nations
theories
doesn't
go
exist?
together.
Unless I am actually secretly lying to you. I could be a spy, a government actor spy, CGI man. This video is to throw you off the scent. According to the Daily Mail, I don't actually want to spend too much time reading the Daily Mail, they're kind of insane. But there is now a sweeping movement. Flat earthers truly believe that Australia does not exist. Apparently this world map confirms Australia is not real.
Oof.
All you've done is Photoshop away Australia. Like, what does that prove?
Pretty
I can
much.
replace America with a giant picture of the Queen's face. That doesn't mean the Queen owns America anymore. You can't just make shit up. You can't do it. I could understand Americans that hear this and go, well, I've never actually been to Australia. It could be fake. But I fucking live here. I've left and come back multiple times. I can't even fathom this shit. There's a forum.
Imagine living in
Flat Earth
Australia.
Society in 2007. That's
And then imagine Australians saying Australia's fake.
Right? Imagine saying Australia is fake while living in Australia. Like, jeez. That's so funny.
Started off the whole Australia is not real phenomenon. It's quite interesting. Most of you have probably been brought up believing in the imaginary land called Australia. I bet many of you have even learned about it in school. I'm here to tell you the truth. Well, the fact is that Australia doesn't really exist. We're not entirely sure why the government made up an imaginary continent, or why it is trying to convince the world that this continent is real. But we can tell you that we know for a fact that Australia does not really exist. We don't know why it's fake, but it is fake. A decade this has been going on. Like, I'm sure these guys have got to be sarcastic. I can literally go outside and see it. It's literally out there. So YouTube, right? How does YouTube tie into this? Well, YouTube gives everyone a platform to sit in a chair and say the dumbest shit in the world. It's my entire career, but at least I don't say Australia isn't real. But there is some people on YouTube that do say Australia isn't real.
I mean, I've never been to Australia.
We have to watch them.
Hey guys, I've been having a crisis lately.
That's a good way to start a video. Hey guys, I've been having a crisis. Help!
It's about lies that the government may have given us or whatever, and my question to you all is, does Australia really exist? I have seen so many things, so many movies about Australia and books and stuff, but I don't read books.
We should definitely be listening to this girl. We definitely should.
But I don't read books. And I've never actually met anyone from Australia.
I live in the middle of America, but I've never met an Australian. That means it's fake. Jesus Christ.
Have you ever met someone from Australia?
She's got to be joking, right? Like, she can't be. This can't be serious. Like, this has to be fake. I can't watch anymore. She's giving me brain disease.
By mentioning the words Vegemite, Australians, kangaroo, and Australia in the same sentence as any variation on the word to be, is, was, are, am, or what you're doing is validating the entire myth. You're propagating the myth of Australia as a real place on the planet, because it's not. Australia doesn't exist.
What?
Why am I scared? Why am I scared? If you say the word Vegemite, you're reinforcing the myth that Australia exists. Hey! Jeez, fucking chill, dude. Chill.
Australians don't exist. Self-threatening.
None of this is real. You're propagating a myth spread by the other subjects of the colonial British Empire. You understand this, right? I mean, how can you take it seriously? And they have giant, bouncy bats with pouches and big feet that give birth to live slugs that crawl up their ankles and jump in the pouch, and then 9 months later, you got a little baby tarantula that pops out or something.
It sounds like this guy has been to Australia.
He had me up until that point, though.
Nailed what all our animals look like.
He was very convincing up until that point.
That gives birth to a slug that becomes a tarantula. That's how it works. It sounds like he's been here. What do you mean? Oh my god.
It's not real.
Oh man.
It is
Look at this Redditor.
Real.
Oh yeah, he is a heavy Redditor. He has a neck beard and everything, dude. He is. Yep, he's there.
Just waiting for the waifu pillow.
It's out of the frame, but you know it's there.
This guy sounds British, and honestly, I think he's just mad that he got stuck on that crappy old rock. We got this beautiful paradise. I think you're just mad. You're just salty, eh?
It isn't real.
Jesus, can't
get that through your thick skulls. Get over it. It's not a real place.
I like how everything I've seen so far, no one's given literally any evidence. Nothing. They've just yelled at me and said it's fake.
You claim it was discovered by Captain Cook. You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds as legit as Captain Hook, as Captain Birdseye, and Colonel Sanders.
Fun fact about Captain Cook. He got eaten. Went to the wrong island in the Pacific and got eaten. Yes, what a tragic end to his story.
Have you ever heard of anywhere else with so many deadly animals and strange looking different things that are nowhere else in the world?
Africa has lions. It's got rhinos. It's got hippos. It's got giraffes. Well, you can't find them anywhere else. I guess that means Africa isn't real. Just dismantling your argument. Oh no, buddy. I went to Australia. It isn't real. This is part 2 of whatever the hell we just witnessed.
When people go to Australia, they're actually landing in New Zealand, and they are drugged. They imagine all of the experiences there. And there was a point during the journey where I started to feel tripping, and I started seeing things almost in my head and in front of me, especially. It was by the time we landed,
He's getting deep
fully
into it.
heightened.
Mate, as someone who has done the flight from America to Australia like 15 times, I wish I had substances in my body that made me imagine shit. This sounds like a good time. I wish there was an option.
That's when I started seeing things as well. I was almost having visions, and some of the visions I saw.
I really want whatever he took. That sounds kind of crazy.
Deserts, vast open areas.
Yeah, well,
I saw
so what he's having.
Kangaroos hopping around. I saw a man cutting off a snake's head.
No, that wasn't a vision. That was just Bazza. Bazza likes doing that, eh? We tell him to stop. We tell him it's cruel. Bazza goes, he does it anyway. He just cuts their heads off.
And that is my personal anecdotal experience of what happens when you get on a plane to go to Australia. And hopefully now you people in the comments on my
you should have recorded his trip there.
Will let up a little.
Yeah, we're gonna let up now that you just came up with that amazing story. Jesus, this guy. Aneurysm. I'm having an aneurysm. I just can't.
Think we all are.
Can't. No,
That's crazy.
I can't. What's more believable? Australia doesn't exist, or the New Zealand government is capable of drugging people for the last couple hundred years to convince you Australia doesn't exist. No one gave me any evidence. This guy didn't even give pictures of the plane. No evidence. But let's believe him because he shouts at me. Actually, believe me because I'm shouting at you. All right, well, this was the most depressing learning with Laser Beam ever. The human race doesn't deserve existence. It doesn't. It's all over. Let's blow it up. All right. Your favorite Australian CGI computer-generated actor man in South America is now signing off. You figured it out.
Sweet. So we'll save the rest for next time. But that was crazy. I didn't want to lose that much faith in our species, but I did. But anyway.
Now I understand the world even better now.
It's really becoming an eye opener right now. Like lizard people, birds, and
Hollow
fake
Earth.
Australia that not existing, Hollow Earth, bro. It's really too much to handle. My brain power is getting too big. My children are gonna be the best children. But anyway, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up because I still got to do some homework, kind of. But anyway, tune in next week, and we are gonna be doing some more fun stuff. I don't know what it will be, but it'll be crazy. Oh, the tier list. We'll do the tier list next episode. So tune in for that and find out. Yeah, and find out what we rate as the best and the worst of children movies from like the early 2000s. It'll be a thing. But anyway, have a good night. I'm Father B.
I'm 6'1".
And we'll see you on the next one. All right.